Joshua Beckford, dubbed the most brilliant boy in the world, made history as the youngest person to be admitted to the prestigious Oxford University at only age 6.
Yeah, so we're going to listen to, yes man, our genius, yeah man, Joshua Beckford, at a TEDx expose, them always have these TED conferences where, they bring the best and the brightest and the people them to address the audience. And I tell you, so the little brother, you're going to hear him. So this presentation that you're going to watch is courtesy of TEDx. It's a platform where you can learn so many things from them about entrepreneur, marketing, businesses, all kind of thing, and people who have survived odds that no one expected that they're supposed to survive, but they did. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. And this is courtesy of TEDx. This is not ours. So you're going to see the little prodigy, the genius, the man who have broken barriers and set records that no other race of people on earth has set. And he's here. So you know that jealousy will kick in because, some people claim say the area is superior to us. And we have never competed and tell no one so we're superior to them and flaunting at them face. Even when we have the fastest man and woman, men and women in the world. While them affair cheat and take drugs, and we don't have to do that because we are God's children. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. And don't watch them because them tell about them are Christian, Them are not Christian. Them are who use the Bible. False people them. Anyway you take it, both sides of the aisles in America and them thing there, evil. One tell us, boy, a man can become woman. Next one tell us them not like nothing with black or anything with brown. And then pretend. And them give you the fake smile. You have to learn all these things in America. Every time you see them, and them see, are we supposed to afraid of white people, And black people afraid of, and white people afraid of we, Are we afraid of them, But them spin the narrative, and make us the bad people. When them do all of the atrocity and all the terrorism and wickedness on earth. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. Yeah, so this is Black History Month in America, so them cancel it. Donald Trump and them acolytes them cancel it. So them can't hide same races and them thing. Them don't show it. You understand? And even Europe, the epicenter of the devil's domain, a point and say America are America are the pariah of the world. But it's not America, it's Donald Trump and them people, because the people them have voted for him. The same people them right now where I feel it under his regime. But Donald Trump and Russia are going to lose because the most important thing I will say, we attack, the most important thing we say what is happening now, the Europeans are come together and blacklist literally now have nothing to do with America and just take care of them security and take care of Ukraine. Donald Trump and America now own the world. You understand? So Black History Month, a celebration of excellence, a reminder of resilience. Every February, Black History Month serves as a time to honor, reflect and educate on profound contributions and enduring struggles of black people throughout history. But in 2025, Donald Trump and his acolytes and his haters, racists, wicked people, children of Satan, devils, everything that is wicked. These are the people that will lynch black people in America, throw black children to alligators, mutilate black men, cut off them genitals, and put in a jar because they wish them did have big dick. Because the film dick are some little will, or some little like gig them have, may I tell you. Because I was, when I was at boot camp, and for shower, most of the white boy them, when them come inside the, hey, may I tell you, me never see man steer per man so yet in my life. You understand? All the man them steer per me and some other black brothers. Because them have some little thing like gig. You know a gig, so you have, a gig, you have the big part of the gig and then the little part of them penis. Now little something. You understand? So that's why them hate with you as black men. So if you're black, proud. Be proud say you're black. So it's not about looking back. It's about acknowledging the truth of systemic oppression, celebrating the undeniable genius of black individuals, and pushing forward for justice and equality. However, history has made it painfully clear. Black excellence has been met with resistance, hatred, and fear. What them have to fear? They must, because them know say they are not children of God. Do you understand? If you believe in the Bible and understand the war in heaven with God and Satan, remember say God chased them out of heaven and earth them come. There's no other people on earth and them thing there. We can't take eat. Remember, them have to end up at Caucasus Mountain. Some of them born with all tail. Whether or not you want to believe it. You can go and look on YouTube. You see white people, baby, we're born with tail. When them have to cut off. The black people are born with no tail because we are not alien. Whether or not you want to believe it. So Joshua Beckford, the 6-year-old prodigy, who shattered expectation and redefined genius in a world that often underestimates the potential of black children, Joshua Beckford stands as a living testament to the limitless power of black excellence. At the tender age of 6, while most children were learning to tie their shoes and sound out words in picture books, Joshua was making history, becoming the youngest person ever accepted in Oxford University, one of the most prestigious institutions in the world. Joshua Black, yes, you read that correctly. 6-year-old, Oxford University, a black youth. This extraordinary achievement did not challenge the norms of childhood education. It directly dismantled racist stereotypes that have plagued black intelligence for centuries. Joshua's story is not just inspirational, it is revolutionary. A mind beyond his ears. Joshua Beckford, born in England, displays sign of brilliance at an age when most toddlers were mastering basic speech. By the time he was 10 months, he was already identifying letters on the keyboard. Before he reached kindergarten, he was fluent in reading and analyzing complex material that adults will struggle to grasp. Yeah. Hey, not even Donald Trump can clean this little boy shoes. Recognizing that traditional schooling could never keep up with his intellect, his father, Knox Daniel, decided to nurture his natural gifts by challenging him with subjects far beyond his years. That decision changed everything. By the time Joshua was 6, he already outgrown any standard curriculum available to children his age. So while other kids were learning basic arithmetic, Joshua was mastering philosophy, history, science, and advanced mathematics. His mind was too expansive for a typical classroom. He needed something more, something bigger, something that matched his genius. And that's when Oxford University, historic institution that has educated world leaders, philosophers, and some of the greatest thinkers in history, opened its doors to 6-year-old black boy. Breaking barriers at Oxford University at 6 years old, Joshua was not just an Oxford student. He was studying courses in philosophy and history subjects not many university students struggle to grasp even in their 20s. 6 years old. Yeah, a God, this is God. This is a child of God. A show, yeah man, right in the heart of the lions, of the belly of racism, the epicenter of Satan. So think about it. A child barely old enough to lose his baby teeth was engaging in profound ideas of Aristotle, Socrates, and the existential philosophy. I hope him will read up some Garvey too. He was discussing historical events with an understanding far beyond his years, analyzing ideas that shape civilizations. Oxford University saw something in Joshua that most institutions barely, really acknowledge in young black children: unparalleled brilliance. Why Joshua Beckford's story is so important? Joshua's journey is not just an heartwarming tale of tragedy, excelling beyond expectation. His story carries a deep historical significance, particularly in a world where black intelligence has been suppressed, dismissed, are outright denied. One, dismantling the myth of black inferiority. For centuries, racist ideologies have tried to paint black people as intellectually inferior. Schools, universities, and medias have perpetuated the false notion that black children cannot achieve academic greatness at the same level as their white counterparts. There's none to match Joshua Beckford. Joshua Beckford crushed that myth into dust. His acceptance into Oxford wasn't just a personal victory, it was a global statement that black children, when nurtured and given the opportunity, can achieve anything. A challenge to educational system. The traditional educational system is not designed for black children to succeed. Expected, gifted ones. Many black students are often underestimated by teachers, misdiagnosed with behavioral issues instead of being identified as gifted. Deny access to advanced learning programs, especially in America. Yes, Joshua's story highlights the crucial issues. Black children are often geniuses waiting to be discovered, but society refuses to nurture them. If a 6-year-old could thrive at Oxford, how many other black children are being held back by education system that fail to recognize their potential? 2. Representation and inspiration. Joshua Beckford's stories matters because representations matters. When black children see someone who looks like them excelling at the highest academic levels, it plants powerful seed. It can do it. If he can do it, so can I. His journey is not just his own. It is a beacon of hope for every black child who has been told they aren't smart enough, aren't capable of greatness. That's why we do these series for the black people them around the world. For me, you watch. Come on, someone. We can't tell you if this video reach even 1,000 enough because I don't know the entertainment. Me, I tell you, I'm deliberately putting time and effort tonight to see how it will be received. So beyond Oxford, a visionary for future, Joshua Beckford's brilliance did not stop at Oxford. He has used his intelligence and platform to advocate for education, autism awareness, and environmental change. He's a public speaker, an advocate for children's rights, and a role model for young black minds worldwide. Despite his young age, he has really made a global impact, proving that true intelligence is not measured by age, but by the willingness to learn, grow, and inspire others. The legacy of a genius in making, Joshua Beckford's story, is one that shatters every limitations placed on black children. He's a reminder that black brilliance has always existed. It has simply been ignored, suppressed, or dismissed by a system that fears it. Joshua's journeys forces the world to acknowledge that intelligence has no color, no boundary, no limitation. And most importantly, it proved that black children, when given the tools and opportunity, will not just succeed. They will lead, innovate, and change the world. Joshua Beckford is not just a child genius. He's the future, and the world better be ready for him. So we're moving on to the next genius, black genius, that them say, oh, well, no, nothing. So you watch, you listen, and you decide, because this is a Black History Month, you know. Yes.
Dr.